One thing I'll comment about also is if you see any of our composites, they're very shiny. And the reason we do that is one, is because it looks good, makes the parts release easier from the molds, but it also allows you to see what you're getting. I mean, they are a molded part. Fiberglass isn't perfect. Minor imperfections come up in it just because of the molding process and the way things cure and dry. But again, when you see our stuff, you see it's shiny. If there is an imperfection, which is rare, but if there is, you'll see it and you can fix it and respond accordingly. Some of these guys build their composites, the stuff is very dull looking. Some of it almost looks like it was sanded first, and again, that's usually the condition of the mold. It's either the molds aren't polished up the way they belong, or they're trying to hide how bad the parts look. We're not trying to hide anything. We want you to see exactly how the parts are. Again, if there's a wave or something in it that you need to take out, you'll see it. It's rare that there's any flaws in our stuff. You don't need to be doing hours and hours of blocking and fitting. Again, because our stuff is right, just how you receive it. You may have to sand the edges a little bit or a slight amount of trimming when it's hard to get this edge straight down here where the gap is right. Get it perfect without having it on a car. I think pretty much everybody that's got our stuff says they just put it on and use it just as is. But again, it's tough for me to trim this stuff out and get it right without having a car. That last 1% you may have to do yourself. And if you look, all of our parts have a radius. You can see a little radius right there. That is the edge of all of our parts. All of our parts have a radius on them. And if you see a spot where it was trimmed and it comes out a little bit and it goes back in to that radius, that's where you would need to do a little work on it. Again, it'd be rare, but that's what you would find. A lot of these guys make their composites, they're an inch or something bigger than they need to be because they don't want to trim them. I don't mind trimming them, giving this stuff to you in a condition that you can put it on and start using it with minimal work. Our stuff does cost a little more, but that's what you're getting for it. When you buy our stuff, it's straight, it's right, and you don't have to spend hours of fitting, priming, blocking, and prep work.